Hi guys, welcome to another options trading video by Options Edge. Let me start with the disclaimer that all stocks and positions discussed in this video are purely for educational purposes and none of them should be considered as recommendations. Okay, so now let's review some of the recent positional trades that I've taken. I took a cash secured put on Sun TV yesterday with an intention to buy Sun TV shares around 500, 510 levels. The rationale for this is quite simple. With the DMK government in power in Tamil Nadu for the next 5 years, it is likely that Sun TV will do well since the promoters of the company are known to have close ties to the ruling party in Tamil Nadu. So I've sold a 520 put option at 975, and I've sold another put option at the strike price of 500 for 475. I've taken some call side credit by selling the 650 call option, two lots at 2.45 each. This is the payoff chart of the Sun TV position that I've taken. If Sun TV stock ends up between 520 and 650, this position will give me a profit of about 30,000, which on the margins used will work out to about 3.5% return on margins used. If the price starts heading above 560, I can make modifications to the trade. I can move the 500 put option to 520, or I can just square off the 650 call option and let the position remain otherwise. Okay, so to summarize, if the price heads below 500, I'll do nothing, wait for the expiry and take delivery of the shares and start selling covered calls. If the price starts heading above 560, I will either square off the position or I'll make modifications to the trade. And if it remains between 500 and 560, I do nothing. Okay, so the next trade we look at is the Reliance cash secured put. I sold the cash secured put of 2000 strike July series on Wednesday, just a day before the AGM was held. The IVPs were quite high on that day, but actually it was a mistake because had I waited till the next day, had I waited till Thursday 2 o'clock. The AGM was scheduled to start at 2:30. At around till around 2 o'clock, the IVs kept rising, and I would have gotten a much better price on this had I waited till the next day. But anyway, this trade is profitable right now, and there's nothing much required to be done. So if Reliance ends up below 2000, I'd be taking delivery of Reliance shares, and I'll start selling covered calls on it. This position will become delta neutral at around 2250, which is when I'll square off the position at a profit and exit in case the price of Reliance moves beyond 2250. Okay, the next position we're going to look at is ONGC. I entered ONGC on Friday, that is 25th of June. The intention is to take delivery of ONGC shares at below 110 levels. I'm interested in ONGC because I expect oil prices to remain high. As long as crude oil prices sustain above $60 per barrel, ONGC's earnings per share is likely to increase considerably. If ONGC share prices fall below 110, then I would wait till expiry and take delivery of the shares and start selling covered calls. If the prices start rising and they rise beyond 130, I would move the 110 put to 120. And if it still continues rising, then I'll book profits and exit the trade. Okay, the next position is Hero Motors. I'm interested in buying Hero Motors shares, but not at the current market price. The current market price is around 2,900 to 3,000 levels. I'm interested in entering it around 2,500, which is why I've sold a cash secured put at 2,500. If the price falls below 2,500, I will take delivery and start selling covered calls. I haven't taken call side credit here because this is a deep OTM put option, and if I wanted to sell the call option, it would be 3600 or 3700 call option, which is probably trading under 1 rupee or so, so it is not worth the hassle of selling that. The final position I'll be reviewing today is the power grid position, which I took a couple of weeks ago. This position can be a little confusing because I took half of it in this account and half of it in another account. So basically I've sold cash secured puts, um, one lot at 220 strike price and two lots at 230 strike price. Those two lots are in a different account. And on the call side, I sold two lots on at 270 and one lot at 250 strike price. I entered this position when the implied volatility percentile was in 90s, so it was just before the results and the bonus issue ratio were announced. Subsequently, there was a huge crash in IV, and the position has benefited significantly from the IV crush. This position has a max profit of about 20% on the margins used, out of which about half of it has already been realized in just over a week or so since I took this position. Selling cash secured puts when the IVs are high will generally give you a very good risk reward ratio, because as soon as the event is over, there'll be a huge IV crush, and we can benefit, the position will benefit immensely from that IV crush. As for the power grid position, I would if the prices go below 220, I would take delivery and start selling covered calls, and if the prices start rising say beyond 240, then I would move the 220 put option to 230, and I would move the 250 call option to 270, and if the prices still continue to rise, I'll book profits and exit the trade. Okay, so that's about it. Yeah, one thing I wanted to mention is Sun TV is not generally an ideal stock to be for the wheel strategy, which I mentioned in the previous video. The one big problem in trading with the Sun TV is that the stock often gets caught in F&O ban. The market-wide position limits are breached often, and in the past two months, except for 10 days, I think Sun TV was stuck in that F&O ban. This becomes a problem because once the security enters the ban period, it is impossible to make adjustments to the trade. Not only that, the liquidity also reduces significantly as soon as the security enters the ban period, and this makes exiting the position a bit of a challenge. So this is something one needs to keep in mind for doing any positional option trades in such counters. So that's it for this video. I'll catch you guys in the next video, and if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, and if you like the video and the content, please recommend it to your friends. Thanks a lot. See you. Bye bye.